Hey everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage. I am Maker400 and today we're going to go to Scorch. This is a weird level. Like, it's not bad, it's just odd, and you'll see why pretty immediately, actually, as to why Scorch is odd. Yeah, we're featuring these two kids, Dee Dee and... her name's not really Dee Dee, but she looks like Dee Dee from Dexter's Laboratory, and I couldn't think of another... He doesn't really look like anything. That's kind of... It's some of the cutscenes are really just strange. But anyway,
Hello, Spyro.
this is Greta.
My brother Handel and I have been sent here to blow up this castle. But Handel got caught by these evil soldiers, and I'm stuck out here.
So yes, this is... they're basically based on Hansel and Gretel, I guess, a little bit, but they're obviously not called... They're Handel and Greta.
We can complete our super secret spy mission.
Handel doesn't... Or is it Handel? Yeah, Handel doesn't even have that, like, little kid, you know... I don't know what you would describe it, but, you know, how she talks. He doesn't talk that way, so I'm not sure why she does. But anyway, yeah, this is a weird level because basically it's a desert palace, but your main focus is on these two kids who are secret agents who want to blow it up. It's probably the strangest world concept, I feel, but it has great music and it's a pretty cool world, so I'm not going to complain. It's just kind of a strange... I mean, typically speaking, the talisman is... you get that from Handel and Greta, but it's because they stole it from the actual inhabitants of this world. So I guess in a way, the actual inhabitants of the world are kind of evil, but... I don't know, whatever. For some reason, this reminds me of, vaguely... Well, it reminds me of Aladdin, but it more so reminds me of... I guess it's more so it's because on my mind is, Thief and the Cobbler, which... If you know any of the history, it's made by this... It was animated by the same guy, or made by the same guy who did... most famous for Who Framed Roger Rabbit, doing the animations and working on that, basically. I mean, he didn't do all the animations by himself, but he did, basically, that's his, you know, one of his most well-known works is working on the animation for that. And specifically, he's still in my mind because I've been reading his book, The Animator Survival Guide, which if anyone's an upcoming animator, I'm kind of actually... frustrated that we were never shown this book beforehand, and it's my senior year, but if anyone's in animator, you need to read this book because it's pretty much, I mean, when one friend who's really in animation was like, I just feel like I've really started learning to animate just now because I've read this book, because it really opened his eyes to some things. So, but basically, so he's the guy who worked on Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and he wrote this book. But the Thief and the Cobbler was supposed to be his, you know, his... I can't think of the word, but basically his to prove that he has mastered animation, his final project, his you know, masterpiece, basically. There's a better word than that, and I can't think of what it is off the top of my head now. But what ended up happening, though, is it took a long time in development, to the point where actually Aladdin based things off of it, you know, because it had been in development for so long. Oh, hello.
And I've been sent here to
love his voice.
They keep throwing coconuts at me, and it hurts.
Okay.
Can you help me out?
Yes, we can do that. This isn't that hard to do, actually.
Great. Just charge the tree before I get hit. I'll be able to catch the monkeys as they fall. Follow me.
And, okay, yeah, let's go. This shouldn't be too hard to do for the most part. Hopefully I won't get hit by the monkeys, though, because, I mean, they'll hit Hunter, but they'll also hit you, technically. Hunter seems to be doing a lot, like, you really don't see Allura around the worlds, and you see Hunter quite a bit. You see the Professor once in a while. Hunter seems to be everywhere, which is fine, but it's kind of odd, because he comes across as the scaredy cat in some of the cutscenes, but really, he's one of the more active people when it comes to helping out around. Though, to be fair... Oh, damn it. To be fair, though, some of the stuff he's doing is random. Like, the one was, he was taming his manta ray, so... I can't really give too much credit to Hunter. But yeah, anyway, Thief and the Cobbler, he had been in development for a long time. He'd been working on it. He'd been funding him. He funded it mostly in his personal funds, but eventually getting to the point where Aladdin was coming out. Again, it was kind of and it basically, if you considering that Thief and the Cobbler came out before, and Thief and the Cobbler looks like it's copying Aladdin. No, actually, Aladdin kind of took some ideas from Thief and the Cobbler, but Thief and the Cobbler came out after it because it had been in development so long, and the I don't know what studio it was, but they basically kind of you know, ruined his idea a little bit. They added, it was supposed to be originally silent, and if you actually watch, I think the best version you can watch of it is the recobbled cut, which gets rid of most of the voices for the, you know, main character, and pretty much is as close to his vision as it would be. But he's at this point not even, he doesn't even want to work on it because the whole thing just, you know, left a sour taste in his mouth. But the animation is beautiful. And it's a really interesting piece. It's just, it's sad that his, you know, what he wanted to be to prove it his, you know, that he mastered animation ended up becoming this nightmare in a way because of, you know, the industry caring more about trying to throw something out quickly to make profits. That's why I'm kind of like glad, you know, with stuff like you hear stories about how what's his face? Tim Schafer does the Kickstarter program, gets a bunch of money from fans. That's typically where I hope, and I think it's heading, but I hope the industry's heading. We shouldn't need publishers at this point. It should get to the point where game developers or artists should be able to do things without, you know, someone else trying to push money around. I mean, personally, I think money in general has made the whole society kind of convoluted. But that's a whole different discussion. My whole thing is, you know, if fans want to see a project and the artist is willing to put a lot of effort into it, it's been shown a few time and time again that fans are willing to. Fans are willing to provide money for an artist if they're going to work really hard to make their you know, make what the fans want, but also what they want too. It seems to be the publisher tends to screw things up. Now, I'm not saying all publishers are bad. I'm just saying, really, I think we're with the way social media is heading, we can get to the point where we don't need a middleman. We can just have it be between the fans and the artist, or the people who are going to buy the art and the artist, which is the way it should be, and the way it used to be to an extent. But you know, basically now that we have more social media and the internet, there's no need to have people. There was a whole story about this one guy, I can't remember his name, but some famous, I think he's Australian not pop musician, but he's a songwriter, and basically he was wondering you know, his publisher was basically charging more for his money, or his record label was charging more for his CD than some random pop artist. And basically, they were saying, well, your fans will definitely pay for it, so we're going to charge more for it than, you know, than the pop CD, simply because, you know, we know your fans will pay for it no matter what we price it at. And his reaction, and he was trying to actually, you know, lower CD prices. His reaction was, no, I'm not going to deal with that. So he pretty much put his work online for free and said, hey, go pirate my stuff, I don't want you buying it from my record label. His record label dropped him, and then in a future release, I think he allowed pay what you want, and then, you know, it was pretty much also allowed to be free. I think you could get it free, but you pay what you want, or something like that. I can't remember what it was, but it was definitely more open-ended, and he did it by himself, and he made more money on that than had he, you know, had it through his record label. And it's kind of like, you know, if fans really like something, they'll pay for it. I think that's the direction we need to go in as a society for art. Making it be, look, if you want my thing for free, you can have it, but if I made something good and you really like it, you know, I'm not going to say pay me, but if you like it, I would appreciate it if you pay me. And it seems most fans are willing to pay to support, you know, someone that they really like. that's basically my thoughts on that. I think that's where the direction we should go, and I feel like that's the direction we are going in, which is good. It makes more sense anyway than having a middleman. I feel like this whole thought that we need someone to push our money around and advertise us is becoming a little arcane in our now fast-growing technological society. But for whatever reason, we're still hanging on to that, or it's still being hung on to that notion, mostly because they're the people who have most money, or most of the money, because they make money via pushing money around. I don't know if pushing money around is really the right way to describe it, but I think you guys get what I mean. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being convoluted. Convoluted is a fun word too. Not one you can say a lot of times. Like convolute. It ends up just sounding weird. Okay, let's go get a few more gems. Really, there's not much to say about this level because it's pretty simple, but it is a fun level.
Now Handle and I can complete our
Why? We didn't.
By the way,
I didn't do anything.
talisman.
I mean, I guess I killed some of the guards, but like, your main thing was you needed to get free Handle. I didn't free Handle, though technically, again, there's not that many guards left, but whatever. So yeah, we got that talisman. Now, I believe Handle has a mission for us. Or I would hope so. I don't think there's really any one orb areas. Okay, there you are. Actually, before I talk to you, I know there was a chest, so I'm going to quickly go get that. Need the super flame for it. Yeah, this music's pretty cool. Again, I keep saying the soundtracks, well, I've said before, the soundtrack's kind of lackluster compared to other games, but there are definitely hit songs on here that are definitely worth listening to, and I feel like this is one of them. It seems like the ones in more like the Sunny Beach and then this one, it seemed like there are... I guess I was gonna say more sunny areas, but there feels like there's just, I guess more sunny areas. Yellow color schemed areas tend to have good music. I don't know. I mean, what other? There had to be another song I like besides those two. I don't know. I think there's some coming up that I might like, but anyway, Handle time.
Hey, Spyro,
yeah, his voice is just normal.
Our secret mission was successful, but the flag keeper keeps stealing them. If you could knock the flag keeper down, you could bring the flags back.
Okay. Where is he?
My secret decoder ring says that this power-up thing should help you.
Well, I would hope so. Yeah, where's the flag guy, though? I'm kind of confused. I don't feel like I should be confused, but I feel like I am a little bit. I assume the flag's up there, but... yeah, you know... yeah, I'll be right back. I gotta figure out where this I don't feel like it should be this difficult to figure out where we are, but I'll be right back after I find out what I'm supposed to do here. Okay, it wasn't... I was just being kind of dumb here. Basically, I just need to go up here, and then... if I can get in the right spot. Yeah, there he is. Shoot him down. I had to go from backwards order. Okay, flag keeper. It's kind of odd looking.
So, you want that flag,
yes, I do.
Dragon? Well, two can play at this bombing game. Let's go.
Oh, what are you gonna do to me? What are you, for that matter? Oh no. Okay, so I'm assuming I had to avoid these bombs. Which is technically what the instructions said, but I wasn't really paying attention. Ow. This is definitely a little bit tricky, but not impossible. Well, really nothing is impossible in this game. Definitely feasible.
Ha! You.
Ah, yeah. Shut up. Oh, come on.
Ha! You.
Dodge to the right, left, well, actually, no, that wasn't even any of those directions. Damn it, this is actually not as easy as it appeared to be. It's not nearly as hard as that damn trolley, though. Again, that trolley wasn't even that... whatever, I'm gonna shoot up on the trolley. Trolley is also a fun word to say. Okay, am I almost... There we go. And I don't think I didn't feel like I was even close enough, but whatever, I got it, so...
Great! But there are still 2 flags out there.
Yeah. He's kind of an odd-looking kid. I like how his, like, foot is kind of slightly up, like he's, like, leaning. Or, he's standing on the one foot, but his one foot's kind of, like, you know... like he's standing, not standing, but his, toes are on the ground, but his heel is actually up. It's kind of like a small detail that makes him look more endearing. Oh, something else about pigtails makes, like... I mean, yeah, the girl looks kind of like Dee Dee from Dexter's Lab, but also just pigtails in general tend to make girls look younger. I don't know if it's... It could simply just be because of, darn it, that wasn't even... I didn't even get 1 centimeter forward. It could just be because we're used to, like, oh, little kids have pigtails. It's that entire thought... Ow, that was stupid. That thought process of... You know, like how we think, oh, girls play with, you know, the Barbies and boys play with monster trucks. This guy's pissing me off a little bit. That typically you see, when you see a young girl, you think, oh, pigtails are, I don't know, you know what I'm saying, though, I think. I always worry that I'm not being clear. Which is quite possible that I'm not. I could just be insanely... There's been times where sometimes on no sleep, but there's been times where I'll try and explain something during a class, and I'm not really a good public speaker, to be quite honest, ironically, because I'm speaking in a video publicly. But, you know, I'm not in front of any people, so, I mean, you know, people can hear my voice, but I'm not, like, standing in front of all of YouTube, you know, having people watch me. That really does make a difference. But the whole thought of... There's been times where I'll be talking and I'll think that I'm, and I do it a little bit here, but more so when especially when I'm in crowds, I'll be thinking I'm not making any sense, and like my friends will be like, "No, you were making sense," but then you got worried about not making any sense and you stopped making sense. I just kind of panic. I tend to actually do better speeches when I'm really insanely tired because I don't focus so much on that.
Like so easily, purple beast.
I like the way he describes me, purple beast. I will get that flag, hopefully. May take a few attempts, though. It's really not even... I guess they're like magic, but they're not really bombs. They're more like... I don't know what they are. Oh, darn it. Sorry if this is boring. I would cut, but like the past 2 attempts really didn't, or I could cut this out in post-production. I guess it is post-production. In editing, rather. But the only thing is, the first 2 attempts didn't... It took a few attempts, but I did get them, so... I don't know. Because if I cut too much out, then the episode will be too short, and I'll have people being like, "No, I wanted to watch you fiddle 50 times." The lesson being that pretty much I can't please anyone. I can only try and get the happy medium, or please I can please someone. I can't please everyone. No, what I do is I just show like an hour of just staring at Hunter. Which I'm sure someone people would enjoy that video of just looking at Hunter for an hour. Watch, I'll be getting requests of being like, no, you need to post that video. I need to stare at Hunter's face.
Ha! You...
But to be fair, Hunter is probably my favorite character in this game. He has the most personality, at least. I mean, Spyro has some, but... Oh, come on, Bombo. Can't you be nice and let me just get the flag? Heck, why can't I just flame you and just steal the flag? Why do I have to race you? I don't care if the game makers told me I had to. I don't want to. I always keep thinking, like, at some point I'll try not dashing, but, like, then there's, you know, when I'm doing this right now, if I dash, it seems like I actually do better simply because I'm going fast. But if I'm going slow, I can have more focus on where the bomb's gonna land, but I end up being more likely to screw up. Okay, wait, I'm almost there. Don't mess up. Oh. There we go. Finally.
Great job, Agent Spyro. How can
Thank
we
you.
repay you for your efforts?
An orb, an
How
orb,
about
an
this
orb.
orb
Give me an
that I
orb.
found in
Yes,
the sand?
thanks. I got an orb. How many is that? That's 38, and there's 64 total, so we're about halfway. Well, more than halfway at this point. 64 or 30, 32 would have been halfway. Ow. And that's that for Scorch. Pretty easy level. And this cutscene. But wait. They're aliens, I guess. I don't know, but they're really freaky. And why didn't they do that at the beginning? Why did they get caught then, if they can do that? Anyway, I have been Make400 reminding you that children are demonic and they will steal your souls.